Hey there! Did you know we have a Patreon? You can get early access to all of our content with any amount pledge. Consider it and spread the word. Now on to the show. Spoiler warning. This podcast will spoil elements from both the gameplay and story for the FIFA franchise.
Hi guys, welcome to Why We Love, the podcast that we're just like regular people come together, fan geek out about your favorite video games, our favorite video games. My name is Jorge Cotto. I'm your resident international man of mystery. I am the host for this podcast one more time, which I guess it means that I didn't do such a bad job last time, and Gabriel gave me enough confidence to host this one again. I am joined today by two really cool people. Carlos Rodriguez, he was in our XCOM podcast. Say hello, Carlos.
Hello there.
And we are joined by newcomer Manuel Diaz. Is one of my favorite persons, one of my best friends, also known as Peru because, well, he's Peruvian and we just imported him. Say hello,
Yeah.
Manuel.
Hello, you guys. Thanks for having me.
Okay. No, of course, man. So the first thing I gotta bring, because this question is gonna set the tone for the rest of the podcast. Football or soccer?
It's football.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Football. Yeah. All the
Yes,
way.
sir. Trust me. I'm so relieved to hear that because I mean, I live in Florida and in here people talk about football all the time, and when they say that, I get confused and I go wait, you mean touchdown or goal? And they go man, if I was going to talk about soccer, I'll call it soccer. I'm like, oh, you son of a no. How dare you, sir? How dare you? And I do not, how dare you call it soccer? I mean, I know the history behind the word soccer, but no, it is football because you use your feet and there is a ball. In your game, you just have a ball, you only kick it twice, in kickoff and in field goals. And furthermore, it is padded rugby. So shut up. Shut up. It is football, period.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Anyway.
really confusing. It's really confusing that term.
When the rest of the world calls it football, and then you hear soccer.
Yeah.
Which is
for sure.
Which is the main reason why I don't buy Pro Evolution Soccer. I play FIFA because of the time. Anyway, so there are a ton of FIFA games, so it's really hard to choose the best one. So we're gonna talk about in general of FIFA, the entire franchise, whatever we can remember of the games.
Yeah.
And FIFA has a really important place in my heart because, but at that age, I've seen the World Cup where Italy won, but that's about it. I didn't follow any clubs, I didn't follow any leagues or anything like that. And then I remember hanging out with you, bro, and sitting in your place, and you were like, "Hey, man, you want to play FIFA?" I'm like, "I don't know how to play it," and then you just taught me the game. And I immediately fell in love, not just with the video game, but with the sport. So to me, playing FIFA is one of those, one of those arguments that parents go that oh, you just play video games all day long. You don't go outside and exercise or anything like that. To me, FIFA did the complete opposite. I love playing the video game, but I would much rather go hang out with you guys and just kick the ball a little bit. And I mean, that's always going to be one of the fondest memories I'm going to have about the game. Just playing it for the first time, getting to know the controls, getting to know the rules of football, and then just going out into the world and actually playing it. So thank you, Peru, for just letting me play, for introducing me to this wonderful, wonderful world of football.
Yeah. FIFA for me is one of those games you always must have in your console just to play versus someone because you always have someone over. And yeah, man. And when you're alone, you mostly play RPGs or whatever type of game you like. But FIFA is one of those games that you can pick up with anybody and you can teach them real fast, and then you can play. And
Yeah, it's like one of those great co-op / party games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
man.
is always great to play while having a beer.
Exactly.
course.
And I mean, like, today's games, like, if it's multiplayer, it's usually you stay in your house, I'll stay in my house, and we'll play online, and there's no split
Exactly.
screen. And you can do that with FIFA. Like, don't get me, like, you can absolutely do that with FIFA. But at the same time, you can meet at like a friend's house and then just like it get and just like split the. It doesn't even have a split screen, but like you can both play the same game on the same TV and like be next to each other and just like curse each other out if you're in opposite teams, or like if it's like me and Manuel, which is we usually play 2 against 2, and then him and I are in the same team. It's like we're synchronized. Like we know what the other guy is thinking. We can assist each other, and like that's also like one of the cool things about FIFA, which actually like playing it, it promotes you just like going out, meeting at a friend's house, and just like playing together, and yeah,
Yeah.
like that's. And like another cool thing about FIFA, like Carlos, like I only knew you as the co-founder of Batú Games and like the XCOM podcast, and then like all of a sudden like Gabriel goes like, "Hey man, he likes FIFA too," and I go like, "Wait, what? 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 No." And so are we best friends? Yeah, we're best friends. So FIFA bringing people together since forever.
Yeah, man. It's just the whole sport brings people together. But I've met a lot of people just like are you saying? Um, we play on like a few games. Like nowadays, there's a lot of different multiplayer games, and once you find out someone likes FIFA, that's your go-to game constantly to
Pretty
play
much.
against a person. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so when you guys are playing FIFA, favorite teams, Carlo. Which one's your favorite team?
Mine, in real life, my favorite team is Roma, but I don't use them that often in FIFA. Since most other players tend to pick Barcelona or Real Madrid or Bayern Munich or PSG, so I've got to step it up a little. So usually I'd use Bayern Munich or Juventus, one of the two.
And Peru, like I can, I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna try and guess. Your favorite team is Barcelona, is it not?
Well, yeah, it is. It is to play on FIFA, especially online, because online you have one of the best teams in the world to win. But when I'm with someone like Couch and we're playing internationally, I always pick Peru. Always.
Well, oh yeah, that is when you're playing international, like the national selections. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I get it. You gotta pick your 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 descendants, like your
yeah.
home team, which is Peru. I wish. Hey, have they put Puerto Rico in one of the FIFA games, or do you guys know, or
Mm, not to
No,
my
not
recollection.
not yet?
No,
not yet, not yet.
not yet.
Not yet. Okay, then I'm gonna
We
stick with.
haven't made it there yet.
Yeah, but soon,
Here's
hopefully.
hoping. Yeah, here's hoping soon.
Hmm.
So like
Yeah.
internationally, like when you say you pick Peru, like I always pick Argentina. It's.
Yeah,
I mean, I could make the argument that it's because I'm a fanboy of Messi, and yes, I am a fanboy of Messi. But like I got the chance to like visit Argentina. I just fell in love with the country, and like that is I don't know, like that to me is like my second hometown. So like I always pick Argentina.
Oh man,
And
that must have been
Barcelona.
awesome.
It was like I remember just going to the. This is how important football is in the world. I remember going to this pub with my sister, and we're just sitting there, and we aren't getting any service for the longest time. We're not getting any service, and we're like, "What the hell's going on here?" And then we just look over to the bar section. Everyone is glued to the TV watching like a Boca Juniors game. Like that is how important. Like I don't care about making money. You can serve your own beer. I want to watch the game. And like at that point, I was like, "This is paradise." That's exactly how I feel about football. And so like the first FIFA game that I bought was FIFA 2012. And one of the cool things about that game is like in the main menu, you get to choose your favorite like player. And then when you turn on the game for the first time, like the player appears on the pitch and it's just you versus a goalie. Usually the goal, I think it's the goalie from your own team. So like for example, I had Messi, and in 2012 like Valdez was the goalie for Barcelona, and then you could like score as many goals as you try. You can practice like your dribbling, you could practice like anything you wanted in like before playing, which actually was like to me it was one of like the coolest things about the game that just like let you just like free play before you actually got into like Ultimate Team or just like team versus team or you create your character, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they took it like in the next games like 13, 14, 15, like they took that, and I missed that from FIFA, and I kind of hope it like they bring it back in the future. But yeah, like what about you guys? Like, what was like one of your favorite things about playing the game of FIFA?
See, it was. I mean, like creating your character and like raising his stats as best as you can, and going to your favorite club. I love that part. See, I also like at least this is like very specific, but it's for the FIFA 2010 World Cup game. Yeah. I at least liked the whole sort of like a campaign mode, I suppose, where you pick an international team and you try to get to the World Cup, win the World Cup.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you can do that, and you can do that along with a friend. So I thought that was really fun, and you also have to like fight your way to become captain of that team. But it has its quirks, and the gameplay itself was pretty fun in that version.
Have you guys played the newest one or the last two games? Like it's gonna be 17 and 16, I believe. Have you played those?
Yeah, I played 17.
Well, it has a good campaign in it. Like you create your own little guy, but like you don't really create him. You just manage what he does, training wise, and his movements through a club. Because you can start at whatever club you want, but then you're gonna like it. They sell you to another club so you can get more experience on the pitch, and it's another campaign they just put into it. And every year they put like season 2 of that same campaign, and you can carry over your stats from one game to another with that team cool. character. Yeah, man, that's on the recent ones. On the recent ones.
So like for example, if you start off in FIFA 16 with that character, and then you buy 17, like those stats carry over to 17. Is that what you're?
Yeah. You can either choose to carry it or just
start fresh.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
And have you seen the like on this Mass Effect? You know, when you're having a conversation, you can choose what type of answer you're gonna
reaction,
give to maybe a teammate, a family member, or the boss or your
whoever you're talking to.
Correct. It could be either like balanced, either cool-headed, or really feisty, or really fiery. and that like it comes back.
So you could be so you could be the prima donna of your team.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I want to play that so bad now.
You can be that guy, and I believe there's like
I want to be that guy.
once you get the whole stat of like being feisty with people. You can have this awesome hairdo, like it's a mohawk with lines all over it. Yeah, It- yeah, because that
so
matches
so
your
so
ego.
so basically like a Balotelli haircut,
Yeah,
something like
man.
that.
Yeah, yeah, you can have that
Oh
once
man.
it's you do that.
Oh, dude.
Oh man, but that's really cool that like it can carry over to like the next installment of FIFA, because one of the things that like it just it kind of breaks my heart, but at the same time it's cool because I can do it all over again. It's like I play a lot of Ultimate Team. I
Mhm.
love Ultimate Team because like you
Okay.
can
That's something
literally
that I never play.
really
To be honest. Yeah.
like honestly like I was at him like I didn't play it in 12. Like I just focused on like creating my own character and like my own character, my own player,
Yeah.
and then just like being like the best around. No one's gonna ever bring me down in my own club. But once I bought FIFA 13, it's like it's like I got into Ultimate Team and I just loved it. But when you buy the next installment, your team doesn't carry over, so you gotta like start all over again. And
Yeah,
like that's
yeah,
one of the things that in order to buy your characters, like if you're not shelling out cash, you gotta grind like dude, you have got to like grind so
yeah,
much
yeah.
in order to
It,
like get enough money to buy your character, your players,
Yeah.
and like for example, like me, to me, like the fastest way that I got in Ultimate Team, I started making the Argentinian national selection because the Argentine national selection has like maybe five top players like Aguero, Messi, Di Maria, Higuain, and I think I'm spacing on the fifth one. But anyway, and the rest of the guys, they're in okay clubs, so they're not that expensive. But once you get them all together, you get like they're in the national team, so like the chemistry is gonna be good between them, and like the
Yeah.
mechanics play really well. But like I remember
Hmm.
like I've never gotten Messi because he's just so
So
freaking
expensive.
expensive.
yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
ridiculous, man. But like I remember like in one of the FIFAs I got Aguero and I'm like, oh my god, it's on. I got Aguero. Like I kicked ass on that ultimate team. And as soon as I got him, the next installment of FIFA came out. It's like, oh, I gotta start over again.
well,
But
now,
yeah,
sorry. Now
no, no, go for it.
the Ultimate Team, you buy like packs,
Yeah,
and every pack it's like some of them are contracts, some of them are just different players. Which you can buy them individually, I think, the players, but it costs way too much. Like nowadays, it's just a pack. It's the same like coinage, wise, but it's just pure luck. It's pure luck. Like to get your players, it's just pure luck. There's no way around it.
yeah,
Like
man.
on the other
Like,
ones, you could take like I want that player and just pay the money for it and that's it. But now you have to open packs and packs and packs just to see if one of those rare packs you opened there's one your player there.
and the thing is, like with FIFA, like there's so many clubs and so many players that it's you just gotta pray that you get one. And I
Mm-hmm.
just remember like in my Facebook, like I have like one of these pages. I think it's called soccer memes or something like that, and it's just like making jokes about like regular football. And they put this one guy that opened one of those packs, and he got Ronaldo and Messi in the same pack. And I just saw that, and I'm like,
Holy crap.
yeah, exactly. I just
You
saw that,
guys do it like
and I'm like, oh, you expletive deleted. But I still love Ultimate Team. Like I made like a mix and match of stuff. Like I got the Wolverhampton's logo, which
yeah.
if you've never seen it, it's really cool. Like it's like this orange hexagon, and then inside of it there's the outline of a wolf, and I saw that. I'm like, I love Game of Thrones. I love the Starks. That's a wolf. That's a dire wolf. That's gonna be my team. We're the Northern Wolverhamptons. Screw it. And then like I got like the Barcelona. I got like the Barcelona kit or something like that, and my stadium was the Camp Nou, and then like my entire team was Argentinians, and I don't know, like to me, like it's one of the funnest things that like you can do because you manage everything from your team. Like you get the players that you want, and like after I got my Argentinians and I started like raking in the money, like I bought people like Perlo. I bought like I think half of the guys from the actual Barcelona team. Like I got PK, I got like Busquets and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know, like Ultimate Team is like one of my favorite things of FIFA, man. Like, what
Well,
about you
you
guys?
gotta
Like, what?
you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta get into it now because now it's a whole new thing. You
Really?
can either have your ultimate team and buy
Mhm.
packs and and have your own um uh team and play different cups, or you can just start like a manager's mode, which you bid on players and they can either reject your offer or try to race it, or and you can even like fire people from your team. So that's really intense, and it also has that same menu style, like I was saying earlier, like Mass Effect.
Yeah.
And you can like pick either like to instead of offering him money, it could be a player for player instead of like you take this guy and I'm going to take that guy plus maybe 50,000 more dollars.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
people, and yeah, the same mechanics of the game they offer. Even though you pick a pretty bad game, um, you a pretty bad team on the beginning, so you have like there's always going to be an offer on the table for some player because you can also develop your players and then sell them for more money, so you have more money in your team budget to buy expensive players or buy different types of um, stadiums and whatnot.
Oh
So
man, that's really cool.
yeah, it's gotten really complicated now. Like it's really time consuming because you have a lot of different aspects of that team, and even you can train
Mhm.
each player individually, so you can sell them like faster or more um for more money. So
Okay.
yeah.
Is that only in FIFA 18 or is that in
Well,
17 as well?
I well I've seen it only on the 17 one because that's the last one that came out. So yeah, I've seen it on that one. But if I'm not mistaken, maybe on the 16 or 17, you could already do kind of the same thing, like being a
Okay.
manager. Like I remember there was a gameplay which you never played at all. You just were like answering emails, scouting players, um, uh, drawing up contracts, and all that. Yeah, yeah. There's a gameplay on that also. So it's that's a good thing about FIFA. Like I know different people, and different people have different. Like you were saying, you like the Ultimate Team. Some people only buy it for the one versus one experience,
Mhm.
Yeah,
um, and it has a lot of replay value, and that's
Yeah,
something.
that's for sure.
It's
yeah,
something for me
exactly.
really important in a game because sometimes I get tired of it, and I need to play the same game but in a different aspect just to change it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. So like, okay, so Carlos, I think that so you're like my favorite one is Ultimate Team. I think Manuel's favorite
Mhm.
one is like Manager Mode. I think yours is like single player mode, like the one that you create your own character and stuff like that. Or like, is there like
Yeah.
another mode that you play more than?
No, I pretty much like just creating my character, maybe play like a couple seasons and then like eventually go to online mode with that character that I created, and I can use him within the teams and
And
play like the like 11 on 11 kind of
and
game mode.
that's that's is like that's what like Manuel was saying, like that's it's actually like one of the coolest things about this game that
Yeah.
like there's three of us with three different play styles and like three different like modes of the game that we actually love because like Manuel, I never played manager mode. I
Yeah, I believe
actively
it.
I actively avoided manager mode.
Actually,
Like every time I saw it, I went like, nope, I'm gonna play this one instead. And I don't know why. I don't even know why. Like I like I saw it, and like to me, like it didn't sound like as cool as. But now that you explain how it is, it's like, whoa, I should play man, and like to me, like that's one of the most hilarious things ever. That because for example, like I now play FIFA when I okay, because here's the thing, like as you grow up, you got like different responsibilities. You got work, you got family, you got this, and that. You got to run errands. So you like
yeah.
most people don't have that much time for video games. And FIFA is one of those games where you can just like maybe play one match, two matches, and that's it. And like it's not that time consuming. But now that you mention like the whole manager mode thing, I'm like, dude, that's basically an RPG. That's basically I'm a spend Skyrim amount of times on manager mode, which is just absurd, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like but I guess that's one of the beautiful things about this game that you can tackle it however you want. Like if you want to like spend time on it, go for it. If you want to be like me, that I usually just like I put my laptop. I sit in front of the TV, put FIFA on, put my laptop next to me, open YouTube, and then just have like something running in the background, like an audiobook or a podcast or some Dragon Ball Z Abridged or something like that, just like kill time. And then I play like a couple of matches, and then like that I kill like half an hour or an hour, however much time that I have like to kill or like to actually invest in the game. But at the same time, like you can also like go to a friend's house, play with them, go to online. I don't play online because every time I play online, I get my ass kicked, and it makes me feel bad. It really does, because I don't know. It's just it's one of those things where you're like, how are you this good? How is this even possible? Because I feel like I spend an enormous amount of time on the game, and then I get online and some random dude just like wipes the floor with me, and I'm like, oh, I can't.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
can't.
I remember those times.
When I play online, I play it with someone I already know, like a friend. But
Oh
there is this mode that also Carlo was saying. You can play 11 versus 11, and you can pick your own position. You can even have your own team and put your
Yeah.
own name on it. And you can play either your only character when you only control that guy, or you can control all of them, including your one character. But if you're with like let's say three more people, each one can be their own thing, and one can be like controlling all of them. For example, the two strikers could be two like persons, and then the rest are AI, and you can control the rest. And that's really it's a way to see the game. Either like you can play with your friends in the same team against all nine people, the same amount of people, like 3-on-3, 4 versus 4. I've never played 11 versus 11, like all the players, because I don't think I have that many friends that play FIFA, or maybe that they play at the same time. But I would love to play in 11 versus 11.
Oh yeah,
So
that'd be awesome.
now you
Yeah,
have Carlos thanks to this podcast. So like, there's one more friend you have, Farouk.
yeah, yeah. That's one more
Yeah.
friend.
Like also another like interesting thing is that they've been more inclusive regarding like the women's side of football. Now
Really?
they have the international women teams, so I thought that was a neat touch, and hopefully they keep expanding that area.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that,
that's
that
that's
that's
that's That's really big. Even I think they on the US they had the first woman cover. Like you could buy that cover for your game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is actually one of the coolest things I've heard because like the last FIFA that I bought, I think it was maybe FIFA 14, and at that point, I don't think I'm not sure, but I don't think like the women's teams were being represented in that game, and to this day, I don't think there are other sports game that have like the women's divisions included because
I
I
think you're
honestly
right.
I don't play 2K, I don't play
Mhm.
Madden, I don't have the NFL one, the NHL the NHL one. So like I'm not sure if like women are represented in like in the sports game, but
Yeah.
like this actually like a huge like that's news to me and it's pretty freaking huge, and I'm glad that it's happening because like for example I have two sisters. Like I grew up like in a very matriarchal family,
Uh-huh.
and to hear that women are being represented in like the sports games genre of video games, like that is super awesome. And to hear that not only are they being represented, but like that we have like the game covers for them, like that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
That's no, that is actually a pretty big deal. Like I remember like Manuel, you were talking about like Mass Effect earlier. Like I remember when I bought Mass Effect 3, you have the opportunity like to reverse the cover and it have FemShep on the other side of the cover, and like that was pretty big at that time because you could choose your own gender in the game. But I don't know, like I think that's pretty cool that like women athletes and are being represented and like and football of all the games in the world, the king of games. Now it's the queen of games too, and the queen of sports. I mean,
Yeah.
and like that's awesome. That is pretty cool.
Okay, it kind of is. It's a sport that wherever you are in the world, if there's a world champion of the World Cup going on, they're gonna be watching it. They're the hype. It's really intense for
Oh
those
yeah, it
2 months
does.
or for that month and a half. It's unbelievable. Like you can see
Oh
like
yes.
local TV on the newspaper. Yeah, man. Everywhere you look, boom, there it is.
And
And
the
I
Yeah,
also
the
World Cup
read,
is
news
this
about it.
year, man.
yeah, it is this year, man. And finally, Peru qualified. So yeah, man.
Fighting,
Yeah,
man,
yeah. After
big
30
names like
something years.
Italy did not qualify, or
Correct.
Netherlands.
Wait.
I'm like, oh,
Chile didn't qualify, did they?
Chile, yeah, yeah. Chile didn't
The
qualify.
one that won Copa America twice in a row didn't qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Yeah, man.
see,
okay, so we've talked about like different game modes, like manager mode, ultimate team, create a character, create a player. We've talked about different years of FIFA because that's like a yearly installment thing. We talked about the World Cup being this year and like how you sometimes have like a game that happens in real life and then like you actually fix it in
Yeah,
FIFA.
you
Like
know.
yeah.
I remember like I think it was like a Champions League game that Barcelona lost and got disqualified. And
Yeah.
me and you, Manuel, we just got pissed off and we're like, no, we're fixing this. we, and we
Immediately
put
once.
immediately after we
Yeah,
put on FIFA.
yeah. It was like unacceptable. We got to fix this. Yeah, I remember that.
And we played that game like three times in a row, and we won it three times in a row. It's like, okay, I feel better about myself now.
I have for you,
But
sure.
yeah, like some of the things that I will always remember of FIFA is just like I don't know, getting together with like one of my best friends and meeting new people, and then like start losing, and then like become the comeback kids. Because it's happened that like me and you, Manuel, have gone like to
Yeah.
Ricky Blanco's house, and then he's got some friends that we've never met, and then we start playing FIFA, and then we start losing, and then like all of a sudden, like I don't even know how we do it, but then we just like kind of synchronize, and then we like pull the game out of our asses. I don't know how we do it, and then we just win it, and it's like that. That to me is one of the things that I will always remember about the game. But like what about you guys? Like what's one or two things that like you will always take with you about this gaming franchise?
See, aside from those nail biting moments where you're like coming from behind and finally win the game, I'd say that they are the bloopers of the game, actually. That happen quite frequently.
Like which one?
Let's see. So one of them, let's see, I think we were tied 1-1 against me and against my friend. And I was playing as Germany. He was playing as Argentina. I was going down the line, and then I did an inside pass. The guy that I was still like running. I was pretty much all alone at that point. And then when I was about to shoot, sort of like something funky happened with the animation that he didn't shoot at that moment and waited like a second later till the ball rolled a little bit more to the right. And then he went for the shot and he completely missed the ball.
Ooh.
And I did not make the goal. It got cleared right after that. So I think I ended up losing that game too.
And you were Germany, right?
Yeah.
Thank God, Argentina needed to win that last World Cup. I just needed to get that out of my chest. I'm sorry, I need to get that out of my chest. What about you, Manuel? What about you?
On my end, those 90 minutes. There's a lot of goals going on, in the 90th minute, and most of the time it's 1-1, and it's that. I don't know, those extra two minutes they give you. On those extra 2 minutes, a lot of bloopers happen and a lot of lucky shots, or I don't know, maybe the mechanics change a little bit on the game, so more goals can be achieved on those 2 or 3 minutes to give you extra. Because I've done some crazy goals like corners, like it's just a straight up corner, and the goalkeeper, instead of jumping, like falls over and it bounces off his back and it goes in the goal. Or I've noticed that happens a lot in the 90th minute. going forward, yeah.
When they're all exhausted, like one of my favorite, like talking about bloopers, is when the game's tied and then we go to penalties, and let's say you have one of the biggest teams in the world. Let's say either Barcelona or Real Madrid or like Bayern Munich, and then like the top scorer, Messi, Ronaldo, Robin, maybe they miss their penalties, and then you go to like your crappiest player, and that's the one that makes it. Like those are one of the moments that you're like, what? How did this happen? But at the same time, you're like, I won the game. Screw it. I'll take that goal.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, but like we've talked about a lot about this game, more than I thought we would actually talk about this game. But do you guys have any like final statements that you want to make? Like anything that you like want to say about FIFA?
Let's see. Final statements, I suppose, would be that I love that FIFA has a lot of the licenses in order to make this great franchise. Otherwise, it'd probably not end up as it is. So that is pretty much it. Although I'm still hoping that they like incorporate an indoor football mode.
Yeah, but there is a game like that. It's called FIFA Street.
Yeah,
have you played it? Yeah,
I played a couple of them. I forgot which.
Well, the first
I haven't played the latest one.
Yeah, well, that's the best because it has the same mechanics as FIFA, like the same graphics, and it looks a lot more realistic. Since the first two were more like NBA Street, you remember that game also?
Yeah.
It was like a lot of cartoony-ish. And well, this one it's like their engine, their FIFA engine, and it looks pretty good, and it's kind of the same vibe, like doing tricks, awesome goals and all that. But yeah,
Okay.
it looks
Guess
a
I
lot
gotta try
better.
that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's maybe it's free online, like trial maybe. I think I saw it.
Okay.
And also I wanted to see to let you guys know that FIFA is also like doing you remember every 4 years there's the World Cup edition.
Yeah.
Well, this year apparently they're gonna do like a DLC, a free DLC, and that's like instead of buying a whole new game, that they just give you that DLC, which apparently it's gonna be free, and it puts in the game like it brings the stats up to date of the each player and each team as the World Cup is going on. So
that's
I'm
cool.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a new game mode you're gonna be able to play. Yeah. So yeah.
So is that your final statement, or you want to say something else?
Go on, man. Oh, yeah, thanks for inviting me, man. That was really cool of you guys to share some time with me, man, and talk about awesome video games.
So, for my final statement, like one of the things that FIFA is just like a lovely, lovely, lovely game. It made me fall in love with the sport. It rekindled like my friendship with you, Manuel, because like that's one of the things that we found in common that we both love, and like just started going at it like for years to come. Like it's one of the things that I never knew about you, Carlos, but like in the last podcast, you were like, "Oh, he likes FIFA too." I'm like, what? And like instant
Mind
friendship.
blown.
Yeah, instant friendship. So FIFA is one of those lovely games where you can either play like superficially and just play the matches, or you can go into manager mode and spend Skyrim amount of times on that game. It I honestly don't know what else to say about this game. It's just like it's one of those things that just I just freaking love to death. Like I will play every year. It's the same game. Like it's literally the same game, but you buy it every year to get like updated rosters, updated like stats, updated this and I will keep spending my money on FIFA because I just love the sport. I love the game. I love Ultimate Team. I love creating a player. I love the music of the game. We forgot.
Music.
Yeah,
We
man.
forgot to talk about that
we
one.
forgot about the music, man. Iconic.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's yeah. Like every year you get like cool songs that you've never heard.
yeah,
And
yeah.
oh
And
man.
it's like, and once you hear it on the game, then you go online and you search for it, and you
yeah,
man.
And that's in your playlist. Like I back when like I still have back when I still have my iPod, I had this one playlist which I just called FIFA, and that was literally it. Like songs from like each installment that I just loved. but that's the beauty about this game. Like it just it's just so much fun, and I hope the franchise never dies. I hope it stays strong. Like guys, you can buy the latest installment of FIFA. I'm pretty sure you can get it for any console or whatever. We might put like where you can get in the links. To our listeners, talk to us in the comments. Tell us what you agreed, what you didn't you agree, what you loved about the game. Tell us what other games that you want us to cover, and we'll see what we can do about it. Thank you for Carlos and Manuel for joining me and like this why we love FIFA. And thank you guys for listening, because like I say every time that I'm on this show, if it wasn't for you listeners, I couldn't be here. I couldn't spend like an hour of my day talking about stuff that I love with people that I love. So just remember to like click like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I hope we'll see you guys next time on Why We Love, the podcast where regular people just get together and fan geek out about video games. So see you next time, guys. Much love.
Bye.
See you.